discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Following can be strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Following can be strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Following can be strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Following can be strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Following can be strong language.
Okay, I was muted. Okay. Let me restart. Galhayo. Welcome in, everyone. I was only had a great day. What else did I say? Welcome in, Karen Coster. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, today we're playing Paranormasight, The Mermaid's Curse on the Art Sound channel. I'm really excited for this one. I'm quite nervous actually because when it comes to the great debate, which is scarier, space or the ocean, I'm definitely on the side that thinks the ocean is far scarier than space. I don't know, man. We're so concerned with exploring the outer space that we still haven't fully explored our neighbors. We haven't explored the vastness that is the ocean. I feel like we should be more worried about what's near us. But that's just me. Yeah, we're gonna be dealing with scary fish and whatnot. I think there's like some fishing mini games I've been seeing people post about on Twitter. I'm actually not the biggest fan of fishing mini games in video games, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see if it's fun or not. Live arts reaction. No, it's no longer live. I had to repeat myself. But yeah, I'm actually quite anxious. The first game really scared me, and I'm worried, but I had a lot of fun playing the first one, and I'm down to strap in for this one. Let's get started. No more waffling. I actually forgot that this game isn't voiced, so we're gonna be doing the majority of the reading. Ocean's fair. All the weird shit down there can reasonably exist. It's so spooky though. How does it get so weird and strange? I've been reading a lot of Junji Ito, and I did read a chapter on scary fish like a couple hours ago. My apologies for the wait. Welcome. How wonderful it is to see you again. I am the storyteller, your guide to the world of Paranormasight. Oh yeah, so the cast for this game seems like it's going to be completely brand new, except for this guy, of course. But I don't know. Maybe there will be some surprises. Now then, I understand you might be keen to dive into our story, but there are some important matters I must address first, so please bear with me a while longer. Is he gonna ask me to give my name again? I'm starting to get suspicious of visual novels that ask you for your name. First, this game uses autosave. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. What's with this angle? Makes me think of the free run trend. From here, you can check the text log, view files, and adjust your settings for auto mode. This is super auto mode display. Storyteller, we know nothing. Me art. You guys thought if I could crowds later saying your name? That'd be a terrible way to die. Don't give them any bright ideas. I did look at the options before we start, because I'm a good boy who always does that. Just your settings for auto mode. Oh, right. Let's test out the save feature. There's only 5 slots. It's quite little, in my opinion. I guess it's better than just 1 or 2. You can also adjust the volume and other game settings in the options menu. Oh right, the last game had a setting for voices, even though there was no voice acting, which was very funny later on. No voices. So that's a sign that they won't be using the same trickery as the first game, which is good. they're not gonna pull the same tricks on you. We find that certain effects make the text difficult to read. You may turn them off. So I did think about this. They do allow you to turn off chromatic aberration in the options menu, but I feel like that's like part of the aesthetic. It does look like a bit, make it a little bit difficult to stare at, but I personally don't have like a huge problem with it. I recommend you check the brightness controls and other settings now before continuing. Yep, check them all already. Now let us go over the basic controls. When the game is in your control, you may move the right stick to look at your surroundings. You'll once again be able to move after this. So try taking a look behind you before turning back to me. Move the right stick to look behind you. I don't want to do this! I don't want to look behind me. Fuck off. I'm glad I'm playing this during the day and not any other time. Right. I'm assuming this is directly behind us. Okay, just a bunch of green. Okay, he's still normal. Whew. First trial. Wonderful. Well done. You may also select the face of an individual in front of you in order to talk to them. That grab jump scares me. No! I seriously hate jump scares now. There was a jump scare and Romeo is a dead man. It really fucked me up. I think it's more fucked up when you have like jump scares in games that aren't supposed to be horror. Which of course this game is horror. So please, go ahead and try it with me. Okay, use the left stick. Move your cursor. The storyteller's face to top. Bravo! A fine display. There are times when you will be presented with options, such as these. You may find it useful to use the directional buttons to select your desired option. Okay. Do not fear. You will come to know where we are eventually. Once you've seen everything an option has to offer, a check mark will appear next to it, like so. Okay. Who am I? Oh, so you've forgotten who you are, have you? But there is no need for concern. It is for that reason I am here to guide you, after all. You may be confused at first, but continuing through the story should allow you to remember your true objective. That is all for my explanations of the basic controls. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Ah yes, there is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. As you may know, I previously served as guide to a different tale in the world of Paranormasight, one concerning the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I'm pretty sure this game is also called Paranormasight in Japanese, right? Could be wrong. You wouldn't happen to be familiar with the events of that tale, would you? Oh, suspicious. I did like check out some other person's stream, see what the game is like. I did see this. I'm like hoping that it's a little bit more expansive than the one in Nirvana Initiative. Is that so? So we have met before then. You looked quite different during our previous encounter, so I failed to recognize you at first. My apologies. Okay. So I was wondering if he had the ability to like check your save or not. I re-downloaded the first game and made sure that my save file was still available in that game. Okay, so he's not checking whether or not you played the first game. You just have to answer him. In that case, there's nothing I need warn you about. Well, I believe I've kept you waiting long enough. The tale you're about to experience concerns a number of legends passed down in Ise Bay, a stretch of sea bordering Mie Prefecture. Specifically, those legends involving mermaids. No, not mermaids. Mermaids are so freaky. Yes, as the subtitle suggests, our subject this time is the widely familiar mermaid. Since ancient times, a great many legends about mermaids have been passed down in countries all around the world. In Japan, many of the legends famously include the idea that eating their flesh grants immortality. The tale of Yao Bikini, which continues to be told in such places as Wakasa Province, modern-day Fukui Prefecture, is perhaps the most well-known. Yep, I have played FGO. I do have Kiara. These legends have spurred those with a yearning for immortality to seek out mermaids since ancient times. Of course, as I just mentioned, these are only some of the many legends concerning mermaids that exist across the globe. Indeed, many have sought out mermaids simply due to fascination with their status as rare and mystical beings. They have also served as the inspiration for countless creative and artistic works throughout the ages. It would seem that mermaids possess a mysterious charm that has captivated the human heart for myriad reasons, irrespective of era or culture. Okay. Oh god. Hey Fire, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Forgive me if I don't read out loud everything here. I will read it myself, but it's just a lot. It's just a lot of text. I'm just going to simply glance over it in my head. Mie Prefecture is a part of Kii Peninsula in central Honshu, Japanese mainland. Narrow, elongated shape, known for its rich the very abundant nature of the Mie Prefecture led it to be known as the Grand Lake of Great Beauty. Establishment of Ise Shrine as a place of enshrinement for the goddess Amaterasu. Eternal world is said to be a realm across the sea. Okay. Let's see. Famous spots and scenic visits in scenic vistas in Mie Prefecture. Oh, okay. International racing course. Birthplace of the Iga Ninja clan. And many more. Specialties of Mie Prefecture: pearls, udon, matsusaka beef. Ise Bay, also known by the name of the Sea of Ise. First, the area is surrounded by land up to the line drawn from Cape Irago in Aichi Prefecture to Cape Dio in Mie Prefecture. I see. Okay. No, not the picture of a mermaid. I'm doing good. Been playing some Terraria, almost in hard mode, on a water park ride. Okay. Sounds fun. Water park mode, you say? Just in the right mood. We'll also be dealing with water today. Blag of a mermaid, also known as Kairai. Woodblock print from a Kawara Bond broadsheet. General term for a half-human, half-fish being. The Nihon Shoki. 1300 years ago. Chronicles of Japan. Frequently portraying them as grotesque monsters. The Middle Ages saw the spread of the legend of Yao Bikini. which claimed that eating mermaid flesh could grant eternal youth and longevity. Mermaid and mummies. It was during this time that the depiction of mermaids having an upper body of a human woman and the lower body of a fish became more widely recognized. Let's see. Yeah, she's even got clothes on in that picture. To the right. Can we zoom in on the picture? Oh. Ah, I did not mean to do that. My bad, y'all. I want to play. Bye. Go play. Go play. I hope you have fun, she said. I've only just begun. Okay, we can't zoom in on the picture. Kunisaro Utagawa. Hiroshige Utagawa. Miracles of Canon. Adapted from the National Library of Japan official website. Mic up or game down a bit? Okay, I can turn it down. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. I'm assuming that means you haven't played it yourself yet, right? We have fun when we play it. They're using the same lay motifs, getting us in the mood. Arnold Bartlett, Play of the Narratives, 1886. Yeah, thank you. See you around. Although the details vary from country to country, the depiction of mermaids in the West likely stems from the sirens of Greek mythology. Sea monsters over time that came to be represented as familiar half-fish, half-human figures, more akin to spirits or fairies. Beautiful feminine appearance and singing voices. Right. So I guess the depiction of them being beautiful is a more recent occurrence. They started off as monsters. Maybe originally from a sea mammal called a dugong. Yeah. Ah yes, the files added just now should provide a general overview of the terms that came up in our conversation. It seems you have already taken a look, but I do recommend reading them if you have the chance. It may allow you to enjoy the story even more. Words highlighted in pale blue usually indicate that there is a related entry in your files. Now then, allow me to introduce the primary setting of this tale. The majority of our story takes place on Kamishima, an isolated island in the waters of Ise Bay. Between Atsumi and Shima, Toba City and Mie Prefecture, as in... Oh, crud. Here. Oh, no. Where is it? Oh, here. Approximate 0.72 kilometers per population of 900. The island's name comes from the turtle-like shape, kame meaning turtle in Japanese. Oh, it does look like a turtle. It's kind of cute. Famous for its karst landscapes and other beautiful scenery. Kamishima is a popular location for tourists year-round. Mascot character Kamishimaru, which are expected to bring more people to the area. I was just wondering if there was like a picture of like Kamishimaru or something. Probably not. You experience events through the eyes of a young resident of the island, one Yuza Minakuchi. Okay. If nothing else, please remember that. So, he's our main character. Interesting. In the first game, you kind of like bounce around from like different POVs, right? Well, I believe this ends my initial explanation. Bon voyage, and do enjoy the tale. Woo! We made like a little water noise when we started. So it's a work of fiction based on existing locations and legends. Locations that appear in the game Kamishima is a fictional island. Oh, okay. I just kind of believed them. I was like, yeah, that's probably real. Did you come to me or did I go to you? I cannot recall whether it was a dream or reality. I cannot recall if I was asleep or awake. Tales of Issei, Passage 69. Arino Sukai. August 7th, 1980. Morning, Toba City, Mie Prefecture. Kamishima, Southern Sea. Okay, so it takes place in the 1980s. I feel like the more modern you set a story, the less scary it is. Because people have like cell phones and iPads and stuff. Right. This should do it. All good to go, user? Yep. Ready as ready can be. I feel so light. I bet I could even outswim a shark. No, more than that. I was born for this moment. The legend of Kamishima's patron saint of diving begins today! Okay. I don't have profiles yet. Okay. Huh. I thought they said whenever there's like blue text that stuff gets added to your thing. Oh well. Kamishima Youth. Minakuchi Yuza. Okay, well, I guess they'll just tell me then. I'll just let them tell me. Minakuchi Yuza. Sex male, occupation, apprentice, ama, diver. Age 18. A young man born and raised on Kamishima. Although generally quiet and serious, he has an eccentric side that often sees him make jokes and wisecracks with a straight face, catching whoever he's talking to off guard. After losing his parents in a large scale... okay, there's a lot of text. A lot more text than I was expecting. Raised by his grandfather, veteran ama diver Tsuyu Minakuchi, briefly found work at a seafood processing plant in Toba after graduating high school earlier in the year. Upon hearing that Tsuyu injured her leg, forcing her to retire from diving, causing difficulties in her daily life. He's quit his job after 3 months, returned to Kamishima. Okay, so he's taking care of his grandmother. Wants to become an ama diver. Although he's unable to bring himself to enter the sea since the disaster 5 years ago, he is hoping that his previous aptitude for swimming will lend itself to a natural talent for ama diving. His current diver rank is 1. There's diver rank? Quite introverted as a child, began to show more of an animated side upon befriending Kumoi Azumi, a boy his same age who eventually became common sight to see them getting into mischief together. Drastic Shiva, most of Kamishima's inhabitants treated Yuza. Azumi alone continued to treat him the same. Even now, it's not uncommon for Azumi to find himself caught up in Yuza's eccentric exploits. He was always quick to laugh and follow his lead. Whoa, that sounds pretty impressive. But this is your first time diving out in the bay, so don't push yourself too hard, alright? Yeah, I know it's my first time, but somehow I'm brimming with confidence. I just know I can land a massive haul if I try. Well, I'm glad to see you're raring to go, but make sure you don't go too far from the boat at first. That's right. Kumoi Azumi. Occupation fisherman, age 19. Young man born and raised on Kamishima. Friends with Minakuchi Yuza since childhood. Yeah. Sounds like your typical friend character. His father was a fisherman. His father died in a maritime disaster 5 years ago. Mother and ama diver took on the responsibility of raising Azami and his much younger brother on her own. Okay, so he has a brother. Okay. So he did not attend high school. He went straight to becoming a fisherman. His father took on his father's small fishing boat, the Zion Maru. Frank, easygoing with relation with Yuza, his childhood friend. They often get up to mischief together. He was happy for Yuza when he left to attend high school on the mainland, later found a job there. He also felt somewhat lonely. Secretly welcomed the news that Yuza was leaving his job and returning to Kamishima to take care of his grandmother. I see. No need to worry, Azami. You just focus on getting the grill ready. We're having a feast tonight. Haha. I'll hold you to that. No! Diving minigame. Follow the instructions to get used to the controls. Press dive when you're ready. Oh. I actually do have stats and all that as well. Okay. What the hell? Sure. Begin. Only 2 controls are needed. Stick and confirm button. The available action will automatically switch from swim, harvest, return to boat. Okay. Areas where sea creatures are located will be marked with exclamation point. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm dying. Your oxygen gauge will decrease when diving. Be sure to go back before it runs out. Return to the boat anytime, returning your viewpoint upwards and selecting return to boat. Oh. Your remaining oxygen will continue to decrease on the way back. Okay, so we have to go back. Crud. Did I just die? Dive failed? Okay. You get an achievement as well? Alright. Well, that was a great first time diving. What the hell? I didn't know I could die. I wonder what's the optimal time to go back though. Oh crud, you can... Okay. My oxygen is continuing to go down. Like, even when you're doing nothing, your oxygen still goes down. Okay, I see. I was unaware. Select a skill to increase. Oh, wow. What the heck? Stay underground longer. Swim faster. Easier time. I feel like maybe these two are the oh, what the heck? Thank you so much for raiding away. Yo, you were just lying. What the heck? How was it? How's it been? How was stream? How's the game so far? I just did the diving mini game. I died instantly, by the way. Yeah, welcome in. Nue was also playing Paranormasight the Mermaid's Curse. Hello, Akure Tora. Welcome in all the raiders. You died too, dude. They didn't warn you right away. They warned you so late. I drowned. Yeah, I just started, so I don't really have too much of like a perception of what this game will be like, except for the fact that it's a sequel. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Akure Tora. Thank you. You need to head out and take care of yourself, no worries. I'm hoping I'll really enjoy the game. I hope you enjoyed your experience with the game so far. Welcome in, Raiders. If you guys don't know who I am, my name's Art Sounds. I'm a Lion VTuber. I do the arts, and I make the sounds. And we'll be making a lot of sounds this stream. Maybe screaming if it's too scary. I do not like the ocean. And a lot of reading, because I kind of forgot that there's no voice acting. It's promising to be good so far. We haven't seen much. I see. Have you seen anything scary so far? Thank you for being first to stream, by the way, Akire. The ocean is very scary. I find it so much more scary than space. I'm a big fan of aliens and stuff, but don't get me near the water. Okay. What did you put your points in first? I'm debating right now. I feel like maybe since I died, maybe swimming is a good one. Outer Wilds is an experience I wish upon no one like us. That game's scary? I didn't know that. I always get it confused. You went up to level 5 with just a tutorial? What? That's crazy. That's a lot of XP. No, like ocean or space. I always get Outer Wilds mixed up with Outer Worlds. Oh, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, Carrot Costume. Have fun at work. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, you repeated the tutorial. I didn't know you could do that. Or should I do that? Well, I wonder, like, what's the benefit of this minigame? There's no need to? Uh-huh. Huh. Replay the tutorial? That's kind of funny that they let you, like, keep the XP from the tutorial. Maybe I won't. Just so I can have a little bit of a challenge. I don't know what the game will be like, so we'll just continue on. Just wanted to see if it's possible. How many times did you repeat it? Okay. Looks like you're all warmed up. Let's go out a bit further so you can look for something bigger. The biggest catch you can get at this time of the year is probably abalone. Snagging just one is something to be proud of. But remember that sea creatures are living things. They'll change places every time you dive, so be careful. Okay. A few. Oh my god, there's so much to read. I will not be reading these paragraphs out loud. I'll just kind of skim them with my eyes. Kuniyoshi Takao. All the famous products of land and sea. Adapted from the National Library of Japan official website. I wish they let you, like, zoom in on the pictures. It is a big reading game, yeah. I remember this stuff from the first game as well. Ama, written with the characters meaning sea, and woman. Generally referring to women who free dive for shellfish. Okay. So Ama divers are primarily women. Is that true? Exhibit customs unique to the area, such as practice of carrying objects with Seiman and Dolman symbols to ward off misfortune. Like that one song. Toba-shima rules and practice can vary greatly. Due to the high population of Ama divers in Ise Bay, there's none to be found north of Ise City. Female swimmers makes you think of mermaids. Soul foods offered to the gods. Yamaro Hime no Mikoto, the princess who enshrined Amaterasu at Ise Shrine. Presented with abalones by an Ama diver named Olben, the princess found them exceptionally delicious and decided the abalone would be the primary offering for the region. Oh, okay. Note, although Ama is sometimes written with the characters meaning sea and man, when the diver is male. This game uses the traditional characters of sea and woman when the language is set to Japanese. Oh, okay, so they don't have to be women. It's just how it's written. Okay, I see. Okay. But I think the fact that it is usually written with a character for women is significant. Diving tips. When using the harvest action, a perfect harvest may occasionally occur. Oh my god, there's crits. Instantly depleting your target's resistance with a single action. The higher your diver rank, the more likely you are to achieve a perfect harvest. Okay. Each cast has individual variations. The Noble Scallop. Apagai. It's not like you have to master everything all at once. We can take off whenever you're ready. Nice Kamishima shirt. Okay. Let's dive. Try not to die. Begin. Get me up. Azami. Wasted. Oh my god. I feel like they make it way too easy to die. What the heck, man? Yeah. I can't breathe. Get me out. Get me out. Oh my god. Huh. So it actually like matters how far away you get from the boat. That's what it seems like. So if I do a harvest, I should like try to like stay close, maybe. I think that's enough. I'm just gonna come back. My goodness. I can only get these shellfish. Oh. Wait, how many times am I allowed to dive? I gotta run for now. Have fun diving. I will. Thank you again for the raid, New. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, and I hope you continue enjoying the game as well. I will figure this out. And try my best not to die. Surely that's fine. Okay, cool. Okay. New record. I feel like swimming and diving is what I should be focusing on. I guess they just let you dive as much as you want, maybe. What happens if I stop diving? There's gotta be some reason why why this is significant, right? Like why this mini game exists and it's not just like for silly giggles and whatnot. Right. Let's leave it at that for today. Good work out there, Yuza. You managed to get a fair bit of diving in, huh? I bet you feel like you got a better grasp on things now. For sure. I feel like my diving rank's gone up at least a bit too. So, do you feel any different now? Did your body undergo any weird changes? Nope, I feel exactly the same. Nothing's changed. I'm the same old Yuza I've always been. Huh. I guess we were a bit off the mark, huh? So, what do you want to do now? Should we call it a day? Interesting. There's a second option. Is there a place to check my diver rank? Maybe not. This makes me think like if your diver rank is a significant, if your diver rank is significant enough, maybe the other option unlocks. But we'll just continue on for now. Tomo Kazuki. Okay. You got it. Kamishima Port, here we come. Okay. Just click around like the last game. Interesting start. August 7th. I also wonder why they decided to release a game now. I feel like maybe releasing closer to the summertime probably be more fitting, but who knows? Hey Yuza, I took your catch to the market while you were changing. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. If you keep this up, you should be able to make a healthy profit, even with the price of gas. That's great. I'll have to keep at it then. There you are, Azami. Don't tell me you went out fishing today. Oh yeah, I didn't. I saw Chia and I was like, okay, maybe it's like a younger girl. I didn't know what it was to be. Well, Chia, how's your back doing? Not going to get any better lounging around at home, that's for sure. More importantly, no one's meant to be taking their boats out right now, because of the storm that's on the way. Don't tell me you didn't hear. Yeah, but it was more of a warning than a rule, and the weather looked fine, so I figured it was okay. You should know better than that, Azami. You youngins never listen, do you? Okay. Toyama Chie, veteran Ama diver. Okay. 59 years old. De facto leader of the Ama divers on Kamishima, highly influential figure on the island. Married into a family of Kamishima shortly after the Second World War at the age of 20, working as Ama diver for close to 40 years. Let's see. Natural talent for diving ever since the days as an apprentice, coming to be known as Chie the Mermaid. The deft ease at which she moves through the water, her heyday sharing more money than her husband. Enough to send all three of her sons to university. Now a grandmother to 7, a back injury has led to her being less active than she used to be. Considered one of the most experienced divers on the island. Reasonable swimming shows no sign of decline. Estimated diver rank is 67? 6'7"? Anyways. And going out with the old Mitakuchi boy of all people. Actually, Azami only took out his boat because I asked him to help out with my work. Wait a dang second. Don't tell me you went out to dive. I did. I was thinking I could follow in Grand's footsteps and become an Ama diver. Absolutely not. I won't allow it. That face. What? Why? Yuza's a member of the association, same as everyone else. As long as he follows the rules, it should be fine, right? Sure, it's rare for guys to become Ama divers, but it's not like it's forbidden or anything. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm saying he shouldn't be allowed in the sea. It's obscene is what it is. Everyone agreed to put up with him being on the island for Tsuyu's sake. But now he gets it in his head to go diving of all things? Have you no sense, boy? Seems like I have a few words with Tsuyu. You not knowing your place is going to cause everyone trouble. Listen up, Minakuchi boy. You better keep your head down and stay put on dry land where you belong. No more diving, you hear? Hey now, don't you think that's going a bit far? There's no need to lay into Yuza like that. Azami. What? You really don't think anything of all this? After what his mother did? Nope, not at all. Yuza hasn't done anything wrong. He was a victim of the disaster too. Maybe more than anyone else. Recently, there has been this strange rumbling coming from the sea. The same rumbling as 5 years ago. Everyone's scared of what might be coming. They're bracing themselves for another big disaster. Oh, is that what you meant by the storm? The weather forecast said things are going to stay calm for a bit, though. To hell with the weather forecast. It didn't save us 5 years ago. Anyhow, you see why we've got to stay in the God of the Sea's good graces. No doing anything to upset them, okay? Don't let it get you down, Yuza. Chie isn't a bad person at heart, but the old folks here are pretty firm in their beliefs, I guess. Yeah, it's only natural. I was kind of expecting it, to be honest. Still, I didn't think she'd get that bad. Guess they have a bigger chip on their shoulders about all this than I thought. It seems like they really think your mom was to blame for the disaster. Yeah. I guess wanting to get to the bottom of things there was one of my reasons for becoming an Ama diver. Southern Sea disaster. Here we go. Localized storm that broke out in the sea to the south of Kamishima around 5 years ago, resulting in a maritime accident in which a total of 10 people went missing. 3 fishing vessels had set out to sea from Kamishima, caught in an unanticipated storm and foundered. I've heard of floundered, not foundered. Leaving all but one of the 11 fishermen and Ama divers aboard missing. When the ships were later dredged up and searched, not a single body was discovered. The sole survivor was Minakuchi Yuza, who was a middle school student at the time. His parents, Minakuchi Tosuke and Minakuchi Mare, as well as Asami Kumoi's father, Kumoi Kyokichi, were among the victims. Locals in the area reportedly heard an eerie rumbling from the sea on the morning of the incident. Damn. The single survivor. Okay. Well, these names will probably be significant. Or at least the ones that haven't found any relation just yet. Kumoi Kyokichi and all 5 crew members reported missing. Small-sized fishing vessel Ome Maru. Nishikawa Yukichi and 1 passenger. Identity unknown. That's suspicious. Okay. Small-sized fishing vessel Minakuchi Maru. Minakuchi Tosuke and 1 other crew member reported missing. 1 passenger recovered with slight injuries. Disassociated amnesia due to psychological trauma. We're definitely going to meet that person later on. There's no way we're not. Amnesia is way too convenient. Here's a sole survivor. Mara and Tosuke put a life buoy on their son, Yuza, helped him escape the boat before the waves engulfed it. Yuza was miraculously found drifting in the sea the next day. He had no external injuries. The shock of the accident left him in a state of confusion. Little memory of what happened. The accident plunged Kamishima in a state of deep sorrow. Okay. Yuza appeared relatively composed in contrast to the grief of those around him. Okay. Let me take that back. The passenger recovered with slight injuries. That's Yuza, right? And the other crew member was probably his mother. Unless they aren't bothering listing that. Wait, no. No, this is unrelated, right? Because the Soul Survivor section is separate. Yeah. The list of casualties and Soul Survivor is separate. Okay. So there are two different people. Here. Yuzo became increasingly isolated from the rest of the community. Kumoi Azumi, himself having lost his father, tried to support him however he could. Yuzo only remembered his parents telling him to come with them. The purpose of their excursion remains unclear. Speculation began that Made Minakuchi had done something to incur the wrath of the god of the sea. Only words of sympathy were spoken for her husband Tosuke. Suyu Minakuchi sent him away from the island to board a high school in the mainland. Since the islanders' resentment beginning to turn toward Yuzo, hoped to shield him from becoming an even greater target of ire. Even now, 5 years after the accident, feelings of animosity towards Minakuchi Mare remain deeply ingrained in the people of Kamishima. I see. Profile is updated. Oh, we got pictures. Mare Minakuchi. What? we don't get one for his father, or maybe Kumoi's father as well. Missing 5 years ago, declared dead a year later. Somikawa Made arrived to Kamishima with no possessions to her name. Okay. Suspicious background. Enjoyed the Ama lifestyle. Grew close to Tosuke. Mentored by Suyu. Okay. They basically dislike her because she's like an outsider. Yeah, no one dared to persecute her under Suyu's watchful eye. I see. We still don't really know anything about her. How is suspicious? Yeah, everyone's been avoiding the topic until now, but that can't go on forever. Hey, you two. Huh? Oh, it's Kikuko. Yeah, you two over there. Can I get some help with these boxes here? I need to get them to the warehouse. Susui Kikuko. 28 years old. Born and raised on Kamishima, unmarried. No, I'm just kidding. Friendly, sociable nature, almost sisterly tendency to look after others, both of which make her a familiar face to many on the island. Strong desire to leave Kamishima. Graduate from junior college in Aichi. Finding a job in general mission from a company in Issei. While teen entering college, she left after 1 year. Changed jobs repeatedly. Moved back to Kamishima 4 years ago. Extremely athletic. Diving rank is 41. Bad luck with men, of course. The large birthmark on her face is to blame. Let's see. Lack of interest in marriage. Although she endeavored to hide her birthmark with makeup while at school, she has since embraced it, proudly claiming it as her symbol. Okay, it's good to know. Phew, thanks. I knew I could rely on you youngins to help out. Youngins? You're a youngin too, Kikuko. Aw, how kind. Pretty sure you're the only ones who'd say that, though. I was told out of nowhere to make sure anything valuable was stowed away, just in case a storm hit. What a pain. So, you're getting ready for the storm, too? Yep, pretty silly when the weather's this good. When the weather's this good, huh? It's not like I can say no, though. Speaking of pains, I overheard Chie giving you an earful just now. Are you seriously planning on becoming an Ama diver, Yuza? Well, that was the plan. But it's looking like I might be forced into retirement before I even begin. Why now? Didn't you come back here to look after Siiu? Yeah, but I still have to work. And I've always been interested in Ama diving. Gwen was also pretty down about no longer being able to dive, so I thought it might cheer her up a bit. Ah, so you want to follow in Siiu's footsteps. Still, you must have noticed that everyone was on edge, just at the thought of you coming back here. If they hear you went diving, there'll likely be a bit of an uproar. Are they really that set against Yuza going in the sea? I've never heard anyone say anything like that. Well, they don't say it where you can hear it. Everyone loves you here, and they know you're close with Yuza. They probably feel they can't be that tough on him with you around. What was that? Oh, never mind. Forget I said anything. The faces, their faces. I can't deny there's been this creepy rumbling coming from the sea recently, though. It's no wonder everyone's unnerved. If some sort of a disaster does end up happening again, and Yuza gets caught doing something he wasn't meant to, that'll probably be it for him. Yeah, that's what I don't get. Do people seriously believe Yuza's mom caused that storm? Everyone suffered because of it, including Yuza's family. It's so stupid! Hey, I honestly think it's stupid too. But the truth is, there are a bunch of people who believe it, so making a fuss about it isn't going to get you anywhere, right? Besides, even if this storm doesn't come in the end, a different kind of storm may already be brewing. Different kind of storm? Well, you shouldn't have any trouble if you keep your head down. Just be good and do what you're told, and no one will get on your case, yeah? Give me a break! Why's he gotta keep his head down here? He was born and raised on Kamishima, just like everyone else. Hey, getting mad at me won't change anything. If it upsets you that much, why don't you leave? Leaving a place like this behind might be for the best, don't you think? Maybe. But I can't just ask my gran to move somewhere else at her age. Then you'll just have to put up with it. If you want to blame anyone, blame your mom. Did his mom even do anything 5 years ago? No one wants to tell us anything. No idea. I only came back here after the disaster, so I don't know what happened at the time. Wakamura-san always seems like he knows more than he lets on, though. Now that I think about it, why don't you just ask Tsuyu what she knows? Tsuyu? I've already asked Gran about it countless times. She says she doesn't know anything. And you don't think that's a bit suspicious? If anyone knows something, it'd be her, right? You might be right. She is pretty hard to read. I wouldn't be able to tell if she was hiding something anyway. Anyway, I do feel bad for you, but you just gotta grin and bear it. For everyone's sake, eh? That sucks. Thanks for the help, you two. Try to stay out of trouble, okay? Glad we could find like a neutral party, though. Someone who doesn't completely hate us. Yuko really seemed like she didn't know anything, huh? But folks are way more on edge than I thought. Yeah, I've gotten the sense I'm not exactly welcome here, ever since I came back. But I didn't think trying to make a living here would lead to that much backlash. I didn't realize everyone disliked my mom quite that much, or that they were so suspicious of her. It seems like the timing wasn't great either. Everyone's wound up about these ill omens that are happening right now. Still, I'm sure now that my mom must have had some sort of secret, and I'm almost certain it had to do with what we're looking into. If everyone hears that I went diving today, it might prompt people to start talking about what happened 5 years ago. True. If there's any time to ask about your mom, it's now. I think we should see what old man Wakamura and Sue have to say about all this too. Yeah, assuming Gran agrees to talk about it anyway. So, I was mining up a hive instead of a queen bee area. Hive fled and Terraria crashed. How does the Terraria work? It's like on a server, right? So when you load it back up, the hive will still be flooded. Ooh. However, that night would see unprecedented calamity descend upon Kamishima. Okay, so that's Grandma. Oh god, the text is so fast. Written by Ishiyama Takanari. See, it's like one of those episode previews. No! Gran! What the hell just happened? Yeah, Kobayashi Gen. This is, that's who, like, that's why I was, like, drawn to the series in the first place. Holy crap, everyone's getting destroyed. Oh, I get to control the text. Okay. No way. Even Chie? Iwasaki here. What the hell is happening? Roshu Kazuma. Oh yeah, that just... Is that a zombie? Well, okay. Oh, that shit, that's Yuza. Oh, fuck. Thank you, Square Enix. Rarely get to say that. Okay, we're back here. Whoa! There's a lot of fucked up shit that's gonna happen in the future, huh? Okay. I didn't bother reading all the text because they caught me mid sip. I was drinking some water. Okay. The hive will probably still be flooded. At one point, I'm gonna have to walk all the way back. How you lucky? I'd always return to spawn. Oh, there's no way to set up checkpoints or anything. Well done in your efforts thus far. I regret to say that even if you continue down this path, you will be helpless to prevent the mysterious attack that befell Kamishima. Minakuchi Yuza's bleak fate will likewise remain unchanged. Oh. Okay. If I may, perhaps it would be prudent to ignore this route for now, and turn your attention elsewhere. Once you have found a way to proceed, you may return here to confirm the results for yourself. From here you return to your first diving experience, from which you may seek another way forward. What? Okay. Oh, the text that wasn't available at the start. Okay. If I may, I suspect you might be overlooking something important in those sunken depths. I advise you to take a closer look behind you on your next dive. Oh, okay. Oh, and another thing. I recommend saving manually once you resume your journey. If you fail to find another way forward, it would provide an excellent point from which to try again. I wish you the best of luck on your journey. I see. So we're not going to return to shore right away. And we're back. They told us to save, so I will save. Behind me. Can I have to turn around manually? Oh, I see it. But can I make it before I die? Huh? What? Wait, is that me? What the hell is that? No! Get away from me! Ah! Okay. Great. That's not concerning at all. So here's the intro. Dive failed. Okay, just dive. It's gone. Let's go back. Gathering complete. Okay. Let's see what happens if we stop time. Do we get the new dialogue now? Talk about the hole. There's no way we're exactly the same. Come on. I'm gonna take a picture. It's kind of funny out of context. Talk about the hole. Guys like holes. What can I say? Izami. Huh? Before we head back, could we talk a bit? Sure, what's up? Think? I'm still struggling to process what just happened. I've got to tell Azami. This fishing boat, the Sayun Maru, belongs to Azami's family. I don't have a boat of my own, so Azami was kind enough to bring it out for me. It used to belong to his dad, so it's getting on in years. He takes good care of it. It seems he's hoping to keep using it for years to come. Kamishima is located in the waters near the entrance to Issei Bay. As such, there are strict regulations on both times and places ama diving is allowed. Is there anything behind me? That island on the horizon is Kamishima, where I was born and raised. I don't like how it vibrates when you, like scroll over something. This is Azumi Kamoi, my best friend. I've known him since we were both kids growing up on Kamishima. When I told him I wanted to become an ama diver, he was quick to offer his full support. So, when I was diving just now, a giant hole in the seabed you'd never heard of before. Yeah, the rocks around it looked like they'd only recently collapsed. So I think it probably opened up within the last few months or so. Now that you mention it, there's a pretty big earthquake around here about 3 months ago. Maybe that had something to do with it? Oh, that's right. That would have been before I got back. Anyway, if you saw a giant hole on the seabed, you'd be curious about it, right? I sure would. Curious enough to try to take a look inside? It'd be pretty dangerous, but I guess I might, yeah? Right. So I went closer to try to get a better look. Did you see anything? Well, when I looked into the hole, a ghost or something that looked just like me suddenly rose up from the depths. A ghost that looked like you. It swam towards me with its hand outstretched. It looked like it was trying to hand me something. Or trying to tell me something? Man, what did you do then? Did you take its hand? I did. I felt like I couldn't resist somehow. I guess even the patron saint of diving does foolish things sometimes. The only thing I was a patron of was carelessness and a lack of proper vigilance. Huh. It sounds like there wasn't much you could do about it, though. Hey, Yuza. The thing you ran into. Do you think it could have been a Tomokazuki? Tomokazuki. Huh? You never heard of it? Well, I guess not even all the folks around here know about it either. It does sound familiar, though. The Tomokazuki is a sort of ghost story around these parts. The story goes that sometimes, when diving, an Alma diver will come across another version of themselves, an exact copy. That other version of them will be holding out something they want, like an abalone. Something they want. When the diver reaches for it, the Tomokazuki grabs him and drags him to the bottom of the sea. It sounds a lot like a mermaid to me. Whoa, that's scary. But wait, the Tomokazuki I saw wasn't holding anything. It wasn't? Well, that's different. Maybe it forgot it at home or something. At home, huh? The abalone? Yeah, the abalone. Maybe it left it at home. Huh. Maybe the Tomokazuki is more careless than the legends let on. You're pretty forgetful, though. So maybe it became such a perfect copy. It imitated that aspect of you as well. Ugh. That damn Tomokazuki. It knows my every weakness. Now that you mention it, though, I do think I remember that story from when I was younger. I guess the fact that I forgot the story really proves how forgetful I am, huh? No worries. It was a while ago, you know. So, did anything happen after you took its hand? I don't really remember. When I came to, I was back outside the hole. I thought maybe I blacked out due to a lack of oxygen. Had it been some sort of hallucination. I see, yeah. I guess that's possible. But if that's the case, that means I stopped you just to talk about some hallucination I saw. And that would be super embarrassing. Huh. Some people do say the Tomokazuki legends might have come about because of divers seeing things when they ran out of air. But hey, it's no big deal even though it was a hallucination. The most important thing is that you're safe. Still, I can't help but wonder about a hole suddenly appearing like that. Yeah, it's pretty weird. By the way, you know the symbols on your diving gear? I was wondering about that. Symbols? Yeah, the same on in Dolmon. The Alma divers around here all have them somewhere on their outfits. Oh, this was my mom's gear, so I didn't know. People say those symbols work as a charm to protect divers from the Tomokazuki. Interesting. But if I ran into the Tomokazuki just now, wouldn't that mean the charm didn't work? Maybe. But it could be thanks to the charm that you made it back safely. The sea's a dangerous place, even without the Tomokazuki around. Things could have been even worse without the charm to protect you. I see. So without this charm, I really could have been attacked by a shark. Glad I had it then. Seriously, a shark would have been no laughing matter. Long ago, lived a young Ama diver known for her exceptional swimming skills. One day the wind was strong and the waves were higher than usual. Undeterred by the turbulent weather, the young diver dove back into the sea, but couldn't find even the smallest shell to bring back, let alone any abalone. Determined to find something, she dove even deeper into the ocean, until she paused, sensing a presence behind her. Turning, she felt an undeniable sense that someone was watching her from a shadowy crevice in the rock. Finding this strange, she ventured closer, only to come face to face with a diver who looked exactly like her. The other diver extended her hand. In it was an abalone, larger than any she had ever seen. The young diver was mesmerized. She had to have had that abalone no matter what. She reached out her hand to take it. Suddenly, when their fingers were mere inches away from the abalone, the other diver's hand shot out and grabbed her arm. Shocked, the young diver frantically struggled to pull away, but it was too late. Slowly and inevitably, she was dragged down into the depths of the ocean. Over time, this known to be known as the Tomokazuki, Together Diver, due to it taking on an identical appearance to its victims. Divers are warned never to accept Tomokazuki's offerings to the depths, lest they suffer the same fate. The Tomokazuki is still greatly feared by Ama divers in modern times. The Seimon and Dolmon symbols inscribed on items they take with them are charms said to protect them from it. Makes me think of like doppelgangers and stuff. I hate the idea of doppelgangers. Seimon and Dolma, protective symbols widely worn by Ama divers in Shima and Toba. The star-shaped symbol is known as Seimon. The lattice-like symbol is known as Dolmon. The two symbols are often embroidered side by side, or drawn on clothing using purple dye made from shells. They are worn by Ama divers when diving, to ward off potential disasters that might befall them at sea. Hey Azami, about the Tomokazuki just now. Yeah? What? Recollection. Unlocked past recollection chapter. Something I want to do. Oh, my apologies for the interruption. I'd like to take this chance to inform you about a unique ability of yours, the recollection feature. To make things clear, I must tell you about the story chart. From here on, you will return to this screen, the story chart, that breaks in the story. You see, the story you witness will not necessarily unfold in chronological order. The screen will allow you to see where each chapter lies in the grand scheme of things as well, and select where you wish to proceed to next. If the icon for a chapter is not dim, that indicates that it has not been fully completed. Generally speaking, completing a chapter will unlock the chapter immediately after it. However, there will occasionally be times when a recollection button will appear during the story, as you experienced just now. Pressing this button will allow you to delve into a memory evoked by certain words in the text, which will in turn unlock a new chapter, past recollection chapter, for you to experience. A most remarkable ability, is it not? Once you unlock such a chapter, it will be available in the story chart for you to pursue as you wish. This ability will be key in unraveling the tale before you, so be sure to press the recollection button when you see it come up. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. If so, I guess I'll dive into those. when I get stuck or something. Could your mom have wanted to become an ama diver because she wanted to find the Tomokazuki? Huh. But she wouldn't have worn something with this charm on it if that were true, right? Good point. Is that all you wanted to talk about? There's more. No, there's more. Actually, this might be the most important part. I realize there's something I need to do after this. Something really important. Hey, so you found a lead down there after all. I'm serious. If I don't pull this off, something terrible is going to happen. Hey, I believe you. Go on, tell me everything. Let's see. Memories of last summer. Interesting. So this is like a break in the chapter. I think at the start of the game you were going straight down the path, which is the path to ruin, apparently. I wonder if I should play the flashback now. I guess I should, since they brought it up. A day before he sets out for the sea as an Amadai, Minakuchi Yuza asks Kumoi Azumi to meet him at the Katakisho ruins. No, there's a typo. Hopefully that gets fixed. August 6th. I see. If you say you want to be an Alma diver, then of course you got my full support. But something tells me you're not just doing this for Sue. People are bound to talk if you become an Alma diver here. You must have some other reason. One big enough to risk everyone running their mouths. I knew I couldn't hide anything from you, Azumi. Huh. Wouldn't take me even 0.2 seconds to see through one of your lies. So what's up? Tell me everything. These are the ruins of an old wartime building, the Kantakisho. The building's been abandoned, so hardly anyone new it comes here, which makes it the perfect place for private meetings. Remains of this wartime structure located atop a hill of eastern Kamishima. Constructed to observe the impact point of shells fired from a test firing range operated by former Army Ministry of Cape Irago, sorry. Cape. Similar observation facilities were also built on Sugashima Island and Ichiga, a town on Shima Peninsula. Having been abandoned after the Second World War, the observation post has since fallen into disrepair. Entry is now forbidden to the general public. Okay. You know, he's got a lot on his plate. Azami agreed to meet up the moment I said something. He's been looking out for me ever since I came back. I couldn't ask for a better friend. So update, the world reset to before I found the hive. Had to go find it again, but it's no longer flooded. Oh, okay. I guess that's a good thing, right? That it's no longer flooded. I should be able to tell Azumi everything, right? Hey, Azumi. What I'm about to say is going to sound pretty crazy. You still want to hear it? Sure, bring it on. Thanks. I'll come right out and say it then. I'm looking for a mermaid, and I need to find one by tomorrow. Oh, a mermaid, huh? And by tomorrow at that. That's gonna be tough. I'm being serious. In fact, I've never been more serious. I really do have to find a mermaid by tomorrow. Huh. I can tell you're not joking by the look on your face. You got some sort of reason for saying this, right? Go on, I'm listening. Thanks, Azumi. Is it okay if I talk a little about the disaster 5 years ago? Oh, the disaster. If you're okay with it, sure. Yeah, and easier to set up the arena, and less likely for the game to randomly crash again. Uh-huh. Wonder why it crashed. maybe it crashed because it got flooded and like literally overloaded. And the fact that the game reloaded before the hive flooded is like makes a lot of sense. Anyways, I was in middle school at the time, and my parents had taken me out into the bay on a little fishing boat. This massive storm came out of nowhere and sank all 3 fishing boats that got caught up in it. I was the only one who survived. Yeah, it was really terrible. So what about the disaster did you want to talk about? Well, I've recently started to remember some of the things that happened. For real? I know your memories of the disaster are kind of hazy due to the shock. But it's great that you're starting to remember. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like you couldn't handle it. Oh, but I guess it's not exactly something you'd want to remember, huh? Sorry for getting all fired up. It's okay. It actually hasn't bothered me as much as I thought it would. Thanks for worrying about me, though. It's just that the things I remembered are a bit strange, so I couldn't bring myself to say anything. Sorry for keeping quiet up to now. Strange, huh? Well, I can see why you'd want to keep it to yourself, all things considered. Don't sweat it. So about the accident. When we ran into the storm, our boat got caught up in a whirlpool and started to sink. My parents gave me a lifebuoy and lowered me into the water. They were frantic, and I was too stunned to do anything but to go along with what happened. I can imagine. That must have been really scary. The waves were knocking me around, so it took everything I had just to hold on to the buoy. In the end, I just watched as the boat was swallowed by the water. I couldn't do anything else. There wasn't anything you could have done. It wasn't your fault, Yuza. But right after that, this huge wave came crashing down on me. I got dragged down in the depths of the sea, life buoy and all. Huh? You got pulled under? But I thought... Yeah. Up until now, I thought I managed to miraculously stay afloat until I got rescued. But I remember now. I was pulled down underneath by the waves. I remember being caught up in a current and tossed all about underwater. I couldn't breathe. I was so sure I was going to die there. But then someone grabbed my hand. Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? I was barely conscious by that point, so it's not like I saw them clearly or anything. But I'm certain someone was there with me. Someone who grabbed a hold of me and pulled me to safety. And from what I remember... You're saying they were a mermaid? Exactly. So you were saved by a mermaid? I'm sure of it. It looked exactly like what first comes to mind when you hear the word mermaid. A real mermaid, huh? I mean, it crashed yesterday because I tried draining my overworld a bit. The liquid physics kind of broke for a while thanks to that. I see. So there is precedent to that. I'm surprised Sharou can crash. I kind of think of it as like a lightweight game. Anyways. But it was a really extreme situation. So it's entirely possible I was just seeing things. Which would mean I called you out here just to talk to you about some hallucination I had. And if that's the case, I'm gonna be super embarrassed. I mean, you're standing here talking to me now, right? So you must have gotten out of that situation somehow. And I can't imagine any normal person being able to stay afloat in a storm like that, let alone managing to save someone. Same. You'd have to be some sort of superhuman or something. Or not human at all. Huh. Man, who would have guessed there were mermaids here in Issei? If I really was saved by a mermaid, I owe them my life. I'd like to thank them in person if possible. Makes sense. So that's why you're looking for them, huh? Well, if we manage to find them, I've got to thank them for saving you too. So I was thinking of heading to where the disaster happened, and diving there to see if I can find anything. Wait. Are you sure? You almost died there. It is. However, terraria worlds also aren't usually entirely submerged in water. So I didn't think you would like affected that so bad. Interesting. I'll be fine. In fact, since I've never gone near there since the disaster happened, I was also thinking I'd like to do something to honor my parents and your dad's memory. Yeah, I'd like to at least offer flowers, if nothing else. The others here have always kept their distance, but it's not like going there is forbidden or anything. Let's do it. Thanks, Isami. I owe you one. Huh. But there's no guarantee the mermaid will still be around there, right? I'm thinking it'd be cool to have more of a lead before we head out there. About that, do you mind if I say something crazy? Again? Sure, what's up? You remember my mom, right? Of course I remember Marty-san. Well, she wasn't originally from Kamishima, but she met my dad when she moved here and ended up marrying him. But even to me, she never really seemed to fit in here. Well, I can't really disagree there. She never spoke much to me either. Some people even outright told me not to talk to her, you know? Said she was suspicious, because we didn't know anything about her, stuff like that. I guess that's understandable. She didn't really involve herself in community activities, and almost never participated in local events. It felt like she was always keeping her distance from the other islanders, you know. 20 years here, and she was still considered an outsider. Yeah, I never knew how to bring it up to you, but I always kind of wondered. Was there some sort of reason for that? Not as far as I know. Dad and Gran never seemed to mind, so I figured that's just how she was. But looking back on things now, it was pretty weird. Huh. Well, I guess even I thought she was a bit of an oddball at times. You say that, but I think you're getting to be pretty similar to her. What? Really? Yep. What's that saying? Marching to the beat of your own drum? You're both like that. Really? I never realized. I've been so blind. A blind fool. Yep, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Huh? But why'd you bring up your mom all of a sudden? Well, looking back now, there were a few things that always bothered me. Oh? For a start, no one ever told me where my mom was from. She was also natural at ama diving, but I never saw her eat any seafood. And sometimes at night, she'd suddenly say she wanted to go look at the sea, before going out and not coming back for hours. Dude, Your mom was a mermaid. Come on. That mermaid he saw was probably his own mother. Huh. I guess that is all pretty weird, yeah? That's not all. When I was sorting through my mom's belongings, I found this. We usually keep it at the family altar, but I brought it along today to show you. What's that? A fish scale? It's huge. It's gotta be at least 6... I almost said 6 or 7. My brain. It's gotta be at least 7 or 8 centimeters long. I always just figured she'd held on to it because it was a rare find. But once I remembered the mermaid, I began to wonder. What fish could this scale have come from? And why was my mom holding on to it? Whoa! Hold it right there. You're not sane. I am. The mermaid who rescued me back then was my mom. I think it was my mom. What do you think? I don't know. It's pretty out there. Oh, it's pretty out there. Could that even be possible? So your theory is your mom used to be a mermaid, but she became human, so she could live among us? Among us? Sorry, I have to save it. Yeah, but she turned back into a mermaid when the disaster happened and wasn't able to come back afterwards. How does that sound? I don't know. Okay, the fact that the characters have already figured this out, like the same reason that I have, makes me believe that that's not true. Like, it can't be this easy, you know? Welcome in, son. I hope you're doing well today. This afternoon. Welcome. Finding out about our mom. But after hearing your story, I can't just dismiss it out of hand either. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm getting invested. If that's really the case, and my mom really is still out there, in the sea somewhere, even if in a different form. I was thinking, it'd be nice if I could see her again. It might be because they're still treated as missing instead of dead, but it still hasn't really sunk in that my parents are gone. I know what you mean. Sometimes it feels like my pops is just gonna show up at home again, like nothing ever happened. Though, even if your mom's alive, I guess it'd be hard for her to show up if she's back in her mermaid form now. If my mom really does have some sort of connection to mermaids, then maybe that was the reason she never really fit in here. It might help clear up any mistaken impressions the others have of her anyway. I see. So you think that by trying out ama diving, like your mom did, you might be able to find something out. And maybe if you're lucky, you'll run into a mermaid in the process. Yeah. And if I really am descended from mermaids, somehow, it's possible that diving might awaken something in me. Oh right, I haven't thought of that. I guess your legs suddenly become fins? We'll know for sure you're a second-generation mermaid. Okay, I think I've gotten the gist of what you want to do now. Thanks for understanding, Azumi. I haven't been happy with how people have been treating you ever since the disaster either, and what they say about your mom. If there's anything I can do to clear the air, I want to help. Thanks. I appreciate it. Well, I don't know how people react if you start talking about mermaids. It might be best to keep quiet about that part for now and just say you're looking into your mom. What do you think? Yeah, I think that would be best. Okay, now that you got that settled, how about we head out tomorrow morning? Sound good to you? Yep, I'm doing some training in secret, so I'm all set. Nah, bro, you got like no oxygen tank. Maybe you're not half a mermaid after all. Still, having to find a mermaid by tomorrow is pretty sudden. What's up with a tight deadline? Well, sorry I can't say right now. If we manage to find one, I'll explain everything, I promise. Huh. Well, as long as you tell me later, it's all good. Oh, here's an idea. Huh? If you're in that much of a rush, how about we talk to Tsukasa and Sato? Maybe they'll be able to help out. I wonder. It would be nice to have more help. But would they even believe me? The whole thing is pretty crazy after all. Besides, Tsukasa's going back to the mainland soon. I'd hate to bother her now. True. Still, knowing Tsukasa, she might be surprisingly on board with the whole thing. See, I knew he'd be here. Whoa, speak of the devil. Oh, surprise. When did you two get here? Oh, talking about something you didn't want us to hear, were you? Boys will be boys, I guess. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, Tsukasa. Big old glasses. 17, high school student. Apprentice alma diver. Born and raised on Kamishima. Bright, friendly nature, inquisitive personality. Staying at a relative's house in Ise City in the last year, attends all-girls high school. Her diver rank is 6. Strongly encouraging her to aim for a national university. Friends with Kumoi Asumi and Minakuchi Yuza since childhood. It is more common to find her playing with the two boys than with girls her own age. She left the island to attend high school. Let's see. Shout out immediately with Shironami Sato, girl who came to Kamishima to lodge with Wakamura a few months ago. Who are the Wakamuras again? I already forgot about it. Oh well. 18 years ago, her still pregnant mother, Oh Nagisa. Wow. We're getting info on her mom as well. Grew up in a single mother household. Her mother never seems to have any financial difficulty despite not working. I see. So her father must be out there somewhere. Welcome! Welcome in Iloretsi. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. We've only just started this game today. Hey, you've got us all wrong. We weren't talking about anything like that. Yeah, you gotta hear me out, Tsukasa. I was just powerless to resist. I refused at first, but Azumi insisted and... Oh? Tell me more. You might as well admit it, Yuza. And Sato, what's with a sudden keen interest? Enigmatic girl, Shironami Sato. Okay. So this is a girl from Awa's school, and she's not around here. Right? No. I mixed it up. She was adopted by the Wakamura, right. Currently lodging with Shinobu Wakamura, a local Kamishima magnate. 3 months ago, she arrived on Kamishima claiming that she was a child of a relative of the Wakamura. Showed no sign of attending school or doing any sort of work. It seems like the cast for this game is a lot younger than the first game so far. I'm all good, gotta go now. Bye, Arts, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Those who know about Wakamura's high-interest money lending speculate she might be the daughter of one of his borrowers, sent to work as a domestic servant to pay off a debt. Huge television fan. Not a fan of period dramas. Good friends with Tsukasa. Close to her age. I see. Ugh! Let's calm down, okay? It's not like that. We're having a perfectly normal conversation. Yeah, sure. Anyway. Hey, don't just brush me off. You're getting pretty worked up, Azumi. Don't act all innocent. You're the one who caused this mess, you know. Sorry to interrupt your fun, but I really did have something to say. Folks are worried you haven't showed up to the association meeting, Azumi. Should probably get going. Aw, damn, the meeting! Totally slipped my mind. Sorry, Yuza. I gotta go for now. I'll get in touch later. No problem. Thanks for coming even though you're so busy. Oh great, now I'm left alone with these. Guess we'll get to know them. Or not. I guess we'll be on our way too then. Sorry, but we've got some important business of our own to handle. We won't be able to help out with whatever you're up to. What? Uh-oh. Shironami Sato. So is she one of the POV characters for this game? So you did hear what we were talking about? Only the part when my name came up. I didn't want to be nosy though. I see. Well, thanks for coming all the way out here to get Azumi. I don't know what you guys are up to, but you piqued my interest. Be sure to tell me all about it later, okay? Anyway, see you later. Come on, Sato. Roger. Oh, one more thing. You'd better not forget about the day after tomorrow. Tell Azumi he'd better remember too. Sure. I'll tell him later. Alright, so that ends that chapter. Oh, a second POV is unlocked. Let's check it out. Hop right into it. I'm surprised that the storyteller hasn't even shown up to be like, oh, during this game, you'll be able to see the point of view of other characters. Having grown close to each other, Tsukasa Awao tells Sato Shiranami that she has something important to discuss. Sato, you got a sec? So, I was hoping to get a bit of advice. Is this gonna be about boys? Thing is, you're the only one I can really talk to about this. Sure, what's up? If you got a problem, leave it to me. Kameshima's living, walking, talking encyclopedia. Wow, that's a pretty impressive title, Miss Encyclopedia. Although, I think the walking, talking kind of implies you're living already. Either way, I hope you can help. You know that even if it kills me, I'll squeeze every last brain cell I've got to help you, Tsukasa. Right. But you're supposed to be a living encyclopedia, So please don't go dying on me. Thanks for being there for me, though. Come on, let's go somewhere with no one else around then. Okay, so this is for the same day. Pardon me a moment, young ladies. Yes? You mean us? Yes, sorry for the trouble, but I was hoping to get some directions. Oh, are you here sightseeing? Welcome to Kamishima. I'm afraid it's not quite as relaxing as sightseeing. Uh-oh. Suspicious individuals with red text. We're looking for the Wakamura residence. Would you happen to know where it is? The Wakamura residence? May I ask who you are? Oh, of course. Please, pardon my manners. Really green eyes, by the way. My name is Shiki Yumeko, a housewife from over in Tokyo. Okay. Occupation housewife. Oh, housewife. And this here is Kiryu Soda. He's something like an assistant to me. My pleasure. Very good looking guy. Housewife who came to Kamishima. That's all we get. Age secret. 25. Okay. This is all we get. Oh, you must be guests for the old man. The Wakamura home is just up the slope after you head through that alley. It's a bit of a maze though. Want me to show you? Ah, so it was that way. Thank you, but I believe we can manage from here. Oh. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh my god, she's another main character. The Futami Gowda investigation. Got it. Take care then. Ma'am, is something the matter? No, it's nothing. I'll tell you later. We'll be on our way then. Sorry for stopping you. Huh. Those two had a really strange vibe. The old man sure gets some unusual gas. Yeah, there was something about them. Don't you think that's the kind of aura that sorcerers would give off? Oh, I just know this character is gonna be fun. Fun to read, I mean. Oh, I know what you're getting at. I've heard those rumors too. Everyone's saying that old man Wakamura has been super reliant on some shady sorcerer lately. Okay. Oh, okay, this is what he looks like. Shinobu Wakamura, age 55. The most influential person on Kamishima. Okay. Incredibly rich. Head of the Fisheries Cooperative Association. Bad personality. Okay. Upon rumors, he's added loan sharking and land grabbing to the list of ways to add to his sizable fortune. It's said that he recently became an ardent devotee of a famous sorcerer in Tokyo. Okay. When did the first game take place? I feel like the first game took place in the 90s, but I could be wrong. I can't remember. They did say they were from Tokyo. Maybe they really are sorcerers. Whatever. Come on, Sato. Let's go. Yep. Right. What's the problem? I wonder what's the point of hiding the exact year. Because it takes place in the past. Does it really matter what year the game takes place? Like, it would only... I feel like it would only add... it would only add to the story to say the exact date. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, this spot should work fine. Oh man, now that I'm actually about to talk about it, I'm getting super nervous. This little bay is quite hard to find, so hardly anyone ever comes here, including tourists. Which makes it a great place to talk in secret. I like how both of the recollections so far is about, like, helping someone with a problem, I guess. Like telling someone a secret. The sound of the waves and cicadas surround us. It's a typical summer day. Tsukasa asking me for advice? Something must really be weighing on her. She's usually so quick to decide and act on anything. This is rare for her. Now that we're here to talk, she suddenly looks like she can't get the words out. Maybe I should be the one to nudge and ask from my side. She actually looks like she's kind of embarrassed. I'm worried for her, but I have to say she also looks kind of cute like this. Yuri? The text isn't getting like a check mark, so I'm like, is there not gonna be something new to say? I guess not. Okay, we'll just continue. Alrighty, you said you wanted some advice, so let's hear it. How can I help you, Tsukasa-san? I do want your advice. But I'm not really sure where to start. Wow. I guess this really isn't an easy topic for her. In that case, let me start her off with another topic to loosen her up. Let's talk about TV. Oh, Tsukasa, that reminds me. Did you catch that 2-hour suspense drama from the other day? Alright, you said you were looking forward to it. I didn't see it. Ma was watching a period drama. Darn. That actor you like had a good part. He turned out to be the killer though. Oh, I wish I could have watched it. You did just kind of spoil it though. Wish you had a VCR like yours. You can record music shows and watch them over and over, right? That sounds amazing. Not many houses on the island have one though. Yeah. I know it's a bit of a luxury, but being able to record and keep TV programs is the best. You love TV way more than I do. It's great you can enjoy it whenever you like. You really can't get enough of your TV. Eh? You think I watch too much? How much did you watch this summer? Well... I guess I'm pretty much always watching whenever I'm home. Nice. You should thank old man Wakamura for letting you watch as much as you want. We're hardly ever allowed to watch TV at boarding school. Even at home, I'm always fighting over what to watch with Ma. Makes it damn hard for me to keep up with conversations at school, you know? TV's just got too much influence on everyone. Can't blame him either. It's pretty fun. Speaking of TV, I saw something on the morning news. Yeah? What happened? They said an Ama diver on the mainland went missing at sea. Oh yeah, I saw that too. I hope they find her safe. Apparently they're still searching, but it goes to show how dangerous being an Ama diver is. Yeah, Even I've had a couple of moments out there that may have been way too close. When the catch is right in front of you, it's easy to think you can go a little bit further and end up pushing it just too far. Sounds scary. You should be careful out there. Now that I think about it, a while back, there was a story about old human bones found on the seabed near Toba. Whoa, I've never heard about that one. That really happened? Creepy. Maybe it's someone who went missing at sea. I just hope it isn't like a curse or anything like that. Her orange shirt is making me like, she's giving me like Velma vibes. Velma and Daphne. Yeah, the sea can be pretty scary. The old Amma grannies always told us. We islanders live with the sea. Never forget how fearsome it can be. That's why the Amma divers wear charms and mind the proper rites, right? Yeah. Gratitude, manners, and restraint toward the sea are never to be forgotten. That's the first thing they teach you when you start diving. How much can we talk about TV? You know, Sato, compared to when you first arrived at the island, you've really brightened up. Might be thanks to all the TV. Oh? Was I really that gloomy before? Yeah, up until a month ago, it felt like there was a little cloud hanging over you whenever we spoke. It was like you were kind of depressed all the time, like nothing in the world really mattered to you. Oh, so that's how I came off. Sorry for being such a downer. Yeah, you didn't crack jokes like you do now either. But this you, way better. Having fun and stuff going on really brought you to life. Makes sense. I'll try to keep up the positivity. Okay. I was wondering if TV could go on like forever. I guess you'll be heading back to the mainland soon now that the Oban holidays are over. Yeah, I need to head back to my boarding school in 3 days, so only got until the day after tomorrow to take it easy here. Right. Time sure flew by. I'm really gonna miss you. Me too. Only 2 days left, huh? 2 days. Oh, what am I gonna do? I guess whatever she wants advice on is time sensitive. So the plans you were talking about for the day after tomorrow, I guess it's a get-together with the others before you head back? Yeah, that's right. Plans with Azami and Yusa. I couldn't give them much time this trip, so I figured they might be feeling a little bit left out. Makes sense. You're pretty close friends. Totally. Even grown up, they still do the dumbest stuff. I just can't leave them be. Maybe I should leave you all to enjoy it without me then? No way! They're the lucky ones to have someone as cute as you come along with me. Man, can't believe my summer vacation's already coming to an end. Yeah, it's kinda sad. Alright, here we go. What does she need advice on? Okay, I'm ready. I'm just gonna say it. Go ahead. So the thing is, I think I like someone. Alright, go on. We'll hardly get to see each other anymore soon. I want to tell him how I feel while I'm still on the island. Makes sense. I'll help however I can. As Kamishima's living encyclopedia, I've seen this all on TV before. I probably know a thing or two that can help, for sure. Yeah, you don't sound all that confident, which kind of makes me a little nervous, but I can tell you mean it. Thanks. I just don't really know what to do. Oops. So, which of the two is the lucky guy? I like how she's already narrowed it down. Huh? Who do you mean? Oh, no way! Don't tell me you think I like Azumi or Yuza. Wait, so you mean it's not one of them? What the fuck? Me falling for one of them? Not a chance. They're basically like brothers to me. I could never picture a romantic relationship with them. Oops, sorry. I just assumed. I call myself the living, walking, talking encyclopedia and brag that I've seen it all on TV, but I guess I don't really know anything. Sorry, this is so embarrassing. I'm gonna go die now. Whoa, don't sweat it. Really, no dying. Who the fuck is that? There's gonna be some new character. Also, oops. Want her to be happy, so support her in every direction. Okay, a little small talk and she seems to have calmed down a bit. But then, who is it? No point dragging it out, so I'll just tell you. It's Shotaro. Oh, that's one of the characters that we saw die. We saw like the back of his body or something like that earlier. He does look quite handsome. Very like stereotypically handsome. Ah, Okamura-san's son. I see. He's sincere, smart, and pretty handsome. I can see why you'd like him. Right? He's back visiting the island at the moment, but he usually goes to university in Tokyo. I've secretly admired him for ages, but I always thought he just saw me as a kid. I figured he'd never be interested. But now I go to school on the mainland by myself, and I'm even working as an ama diver. I think he might see me more as an adult now. More than before, anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. So you want to let him know how you feel while he's still on the island. Maybe it's all just one-sided on my end, but I can't keep these feelings bottled up. Then tell him. I'm with you. Yeah, tell us about this guy. Wakamura Shotaro, 21 years old. The only son of Wakamura Shinobu. What if these two are siblings? Because Tsukasa doesn't know who her father is, but her mother is financially stable. Extremely smart, extremely talented. Wants Shotaro to inherit the wealth. Okay. Damn, he hates his dad. Okay. Stuck in his old ways. Let's see. Shotaro, huh? We do live under the same roof, but I'm holed up in my room most days, so we don't actually interact much. Oh, at this rate, I'll have no advice to give. What should I do? Yeah, it makes sense why she would ask her, because they're basically siblings. It'd be crazy if there's like someone off in the distance or something. You're staying with the Wakamura right now, right? Know anything about him that might help? Oh, I'm afraid this encyclopedia might not have that kind of info. You don't have much info at all, do you? I mean, he's honestly not home most of the time, so there's a lot I don't know about him. Feels like he's always got something to do, checking in on folks all over the island. Like, I don't suppose, you know, if he has a girlfriend in Tokyo or anything. I'm afraid I'm not sure. Tokyo is packed with beautiful girls, right? A guy like him won't be left alone for long. Well, from what I've seen, I haven't noticed him keeping in touch with anyone. Then what about what he likes? Something he'd be happy to get? Let me think. Sorry, nothing's coming to mind at all. I really may as well just go die somewhere. Come on, don't say that. Thinking it through with me is more than enough. You've got to stop joking around about dying like that. She's like that kind of character, honestly. Oh, Tsukasa, how about this? I'm pretty sure I can ask Shotaro to meet us somewhere. I'll organize that for now, and we can plan from there. How does that sound? Oh, sounds good. Thanks so much, Sato. So, we kicked around ideas the whole way back, but in the end, writing a love letter and handing it to him is the best call. That's the plan, yeah? Yep, since way back when, the tried and true way has always been a love letter. No, I missed out on some text. It's okay. A classic method, I like it. You're heading out to dive tomorrow morning, right? Yeah, weather's looking good. Alrighty, I'll ask him to come to the bay a little afternoon. That work for you? Yeah, I just need to have the letter ready by tomorrow. Hey, can you look it over before I give it to him? Of course. I'll fix it up even if it kills me. Thanks. I'll write it even if it kills me too. Oh, I'm already so nervous. Hey, you two over there. Huh? Is that who I think it is? Dude, he's so stereotypical. The outfit, man. Holy. Straight out of the 80s. Oh, it is. It's Shotaro. Oh, wow. Speak of the devil. Hey. Sorry to interrupt. Dunk. Okamura Shotaro. Oh, he's totally glowing as usual. Is something wrong? Have you seen Azumi? He didn't show up to today's association meeting. Oh, I see. I haven't seen him today. I think I know where he is. I'll go get him. Oh, you do? Knew I could count on you, Tsukasa. I'll let you handle it then. Dude, this guy. Sure. No problem. Wow. He's so cool. Oh man, he called me by my name. I'm so fired up right now. Let's do this. Yeah, let's. First off, let's find those two. Bet they're up at the Kantakisho ruins. Let's go, Sato. Right behind you. And then it leads into the other one. Alright. Boom. Oh, but this, what the heck? That's the actual mermaid sighting. Kind of spooky. Kind of cool UI. Shiki Yumeko and Kiryu Soro head to the coast of Futamigawa after receiving a report about a strange corpse found there. Alright, here it goes. So this is the next day. Mrs. Shiki, there you are. Sorry for calling you all the way out here. Not at all. Thank you for bringing the case to our attention. I hear you've got an unusual corpse on your hands. Well, forensics aren't here yet, so I honestly don't know whether it can even be called a corpse or not. But I do know that it'll cause a stir if anyone catches sight of it. So right now, we're just trying to keep the busybodies away. He's giving me Adachi vibes. I sure am glad it happened while you were still here, though. What with you being from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police and all. Ide Masaru, Prefectural Police Detective. Where is our cadaver then? Still in the water over there where it's found. Feel free to go ahead and examine it. Over there. I see. Vision ability. What? She has powers? We originally came to Mie from Tokyo to investigate another case. But with so many other incidents occurring, I can't help but get the sinking feeling something troublesome is about to happen. Detective Ide has been a huge help to us so far. We might be able to reveal some of our circumstances to him. This is Futamigara, the coastline just northeast of Ise City. It's a pretty popular location for tourists, and there are several beautiful beaches nearby as well, so a bunch of people are milling around. It certainly is an impressive sight. But it's too bad we couldn't come here as simple tourists. Futamigara, the name of the stretch of a coastline along Futami Town. Named during the events of the story, has been since merged with Ise City. Okay, I see. So it doesn't exist anymore. One of the most scenic spots in Japan. Futamigara is said to originate from a visit to the area by Yamato Hime no Mikoto. Oh, cause her look back on it. Futami. Twice. He said city. Attractions in the Iseshima area. She is sometimes referred as Shinto, meaning city of the gods, known for Ise Shrine. Abundance of beautiful scenery including Mount Asama. Sound of the waves and the buzz from the onlookers fills the air around us. I suppose it's inevitable that the police being around would draw people's attention. I just hope it doesn't cause a commotion. Police officer. The local police have the area closed off to make sure bystanders can't get too close. So cute. This is Ide Masaru, a detective from the local police. He's acting as my point of contact while I'm over here, as well as providing any support I need. I don't doubt it's quite a troublesome assignment. There are a lot of things that need to be kept secret for one. But he's been very good at not prying into the particulars while doing what needs to be done, occasional grumbling notwithstanding. Given what this case has ended up involving, those particulars may not end up remaining undisclosed for much longer. Okay, so here's his profile. 35 years old. Assistant inspector often finds himself saddled with whatever troublesome task comes their way. Passed his promotion exam without difficulty. Quite sociable, attends all the department drinking parties. He's a lot more of a normal guy than I thought he'd be. Never ventured beyond bicycle commuting distance of his hometown, Sioux City. No admiration for the police or any strong sense of duty or justice, found the strict discipline of the police force suited his personality. Quietly married a fellow classmate from the police academy soon after graduating. Takes on the role of a doting father to 2 sons and a daughter. Damn. If pressed to discuss his hobbies, it would include walking and combination puzzles. He often happens to be walking nearby whenever incidents occur, leading him to be first on the scene, even when off duty, something his colleagues frequently tease him about. Huh. So he kind of has like a bit of a bad luck, I would say. At first glance, he seems to be the sort to find hard work troublesome, but he's proven himself to be quite a thoughtful individual, and that's what I was thinking. If that attitude of his is a deliberate ploy to get those he's dealing with to lower their guard, he's certainly not one to be underestimated. This is Kiryu Soto. He's worked with me as my assistant for a long time now, although he usually makes his living as a psychic detective. Wow. He's not officially with the police, but with my assignments being what they are, he has special permission to accompany me on my investigations. An independent psychic who makes his living as Japan's only psychic detective. Has no permanent residence, traveling the country for training. Calm and taciturn personality, possessed of a sharp mind, is surprisingly sensitive. Let's see. Subdues spirits by force. Primary abilities, curses. What? Can bind a target in place to deal fatal wounds. Let's see. Shagan. Ability to see the face of a deceased individual from their remains, allowing for recreation of their features via portrait sketch. That's so useful. Thoughts and desires of the dead individual must remain for it to be effective. Feast of the Shadows. Ability to... Oh! Encoder error occurred while streaming. Oh. Oh. I can't connect to the server. I'm gonna have to restart. Okay, closing OBS.